If I tell somebody to order my plate of wings or my Subway sandwich and they know my order, you know what I'm saying? I really trust you, to get my order right.
That's a good one.
So I'm like,
your sandwich order is big.
Subway sandwich, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have that right. You gotta be good at listening, man. I gotta, man.
Yeah, because you don't strike me as just a ham and cheese person. Like
I need some shit. You gotta cut mine in fours. You gotta cut mine in fours. Need some shit. Put some caviar on the side.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Best Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Rueseler. I'm sitting down with two of my favorite people today. I'm sitting down with Tray and Landen from the Pure Leaf Podcast. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Appreciate it.
Real quick, you want to shout out your social media and where people can find you? Anything you got coming up that you want people to know about?
For sure. For y'all that don't know, I do music as well. Podcast. Follow me, Codename Crew, Instagram, YouTube, Trayvon.
You want to spit it out for him?
Yeah.
It's not what to see.
KODENAMEKRU. And then also Trayvon on YouTube. I got music on YouTube. Different platforms. So you can follow me. TRE3VON on YouTube. Rock with me. Trap phone out. Rocking.
Yeah, Trap phone definitely out rocking. But pretty much at the Pure Leaf Podcast on Instagram, Twitter. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. Yeah, on all platforms pretty much. Yeah, that's where you pretty much can find us at. I'm sorry, I'm slurring my words and shit. I only had 2 drinks. I'm tripping. Pure Leaf Podcast on all platforms. Pure Leaf Podcast.
Yeah, I met you guys because of Smokes and Jokes.
Yep.
They're always up there.
Shout out Smokes and Jokes.
Yeah. Shout out Smokes and Jokes. Shout out Kiwan Murphy Lee, Just Black. She's always always putting on good shows. But you're almost always there with a little table or a tent or whatever. Mobile podcast on the run.
Hey, rain, slow, sleet.
Yeah. Because I think we've been trying to schedule y'all to come in and do this since then.
Yeah.
Since the Smokes and Jokes we were doing where it rained under the big top. Yeah.
Yep, big top.
And that was what, 8 months ago? Almost a year ago?
That was a year ago, I think.
That's right.
Probably pretty much a year ago because our year anniversary was like a little after January.
Yeah.
So do
you know that automatically puts you in the top 1% of podcasts on the internet?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. If you make it longer than 20 episodes or you make it a year, you're in automatically in the top 1%. Because so many people start a podcast, do 3 episodes, and then they're like, "Oh, this isn't fun." And it's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, you mean starting a business? Oh yeah, crazy, yeah." So the whole idea behind this podcast, for anybody who's listening for the first time, is that anytime somebody says something is the best, it's just their opinion. There's no way to prove it. There's no scientific facts, whatever. So I thought I would sit down with some of my favorite people and ask some questions of who, what, where, when, why is the best blank. Maybe we agree. Maybe we don't agree. Sometimes it's a little more fun if we don't agree. Right. So a good warm-up starter question is, what's the best gas station?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Man, the best gas station.
Shit.
To me, the best gas station I've ever been to has been, I want to say like Wally's or Buc-ee's, one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Those giant gas stations. So they got everything you need.
You said Buc-ee's.
I'm talking about crazy. But I'm from St. Louis, so I'm going to go quick trip. I'm rocking with QT, baby.
Oh, my God.
QT, baby.
QT holds its own, especially against Wally's and Buc-ee's because they're almost too big.
Too big.
You know what I mean? Like
fucking superstore.
Yeah. And it takes like an hour just to like get in and out, and it adds an hour to your trip. Quick Trip really is that. They've condensed all of it into just boom, in and out, 10 minutes.
I never been to a Buc-ee's. But the fucked up part about Buc-ee's is the first time I ever heard about it was They was like, "Oh yeah, that's bussies."
Yeah, bussies.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
I saw a video. Somebody had their phone. They were like, "Hey, I'm headed into Bussies for the first time," and then you just hear in the background, "It's Buc-ee's. Have respect." Like that made me.
Because I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Is it really called?" I'm like, "No, it got to be called Buc-ee's." And I'm like, "Okay, so it's correct. So the correct terminology is Buc-ee's." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, but yeah, I've never been to one, but they are very big in franchise, as I can see."
Nice,
How do you rate? So what determines the best gas station to you? Are you going like cleanliness of bathrooms, snacks, gas prices? Like, how are you determining what makes it better or worse?
I think it's a little bit of all of that.
Like Quick Trip pretty much been like in our lifetime, pretty much been it as far as snacks, gas.
Yeah, but when we go to different like states, Quick Trip don't exist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like,
saying? And then I'm stuck with Casey. I love pizza. Put him on that honorable mention. I love that pizza from Casey's. But I think it's
okay.
I think it's they gotta have some kind of food, like some kind of hot food or something that you can eat on the go. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go there. It be a cold ass sandwich, stale ass pizza.
Exactly.
Weak ass 7-Eleven nachos.
That's how I define
trash,
it.
Okay, yeah.
Can I get a decent cup of coffee? Can I get something warm? Like, I don't want, if I'm gonna stop and get snacks, I don't want to get a cold sandwich or like a 2-day-old donut or
stale
something.
Ass bag of chips.
Yeah.
Flat hey man,
Yeah, flat ass sodas.
The worst feeling in the world to me is when you're taking like a long road trip and you got to stop for gas and you see an exit come up, you pull off the road and it's some like terrible, horrible gas station. Then you get back on the highway, go another mile, and it's like everything you could ever want. I can't stand that. That drives. It's so insane.
It happens so much. Just being impatient, get off and.
Yeah. So yes, I guess Quick Trip.
QT.
Yeah, I guess Quick Trip.
You can't. And for people that don't go to Quick Trip or don't have it like where you live, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Like I would put Quick Trip. Have you ever been to a Wawa? That's an East Coast thing, and it's their version of Quick Trip.
Okay.
But I think Quick Trip is just.
The
only thing I will give to Wawa is that their kitchen stays open 24 hours. So like you can order chicken strips at 2 a.m, or you can get.
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah. So they do have that over Quick Trip, but I don't think it's best dollar menu.
Best dollar menu. Look, 4 for 4.
That's crazy.
Wendy's?
I mean, I'm thinking.
That's crazy.
I can tell you the fucking word. But Wendy's, I like the 4 for 4.
Who's the worst?
The worst dollar menu, man. I think.
I never knew that Panda
Burger
Express
King
had a dollar
Taco
menu.
Bell are kind of ass.
Burger King used to. You could get 10 nuggets for $1.49.
Yeah.
And that was the best deal.
But that was
in
like
the bathroom for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was like, but it's really chicken.
No, it's like fried erasers, but
That's that mystery meat.
It's a mystery. Yeah, for real.
That's the kind of those chicken nuggets were the kind where you would bite on it and your teeth would spring back. Because it was so like spongy.
Like just rubbery chicken.
Yeah, like you bit a bouncy ball.
This isn't chicken. This is something else. This is condensed meat.
I'm gonna rock with Wendy's only because I like that
that 4 for 4 special.
I like that strawberry lemonade, all natural.
Strawberry lemonade.
If y'all ain't had it, get
with the Wendy's barbecue sauce.
I've never had.
They got the best barbecue sauce too.
Do they? I've never had. I don't think I've ever had their barbecue sauce, and I've never had their lemonade.
Gotta get the strawberry lemonade with the 4 for 4 because it costs a little bit less. You know what I'm saying?
4 for
if you
4,
get it with the 4 for 4,
strawberry lemonade.
That's the trick.
That's the trick.
Spicy nuggets with the barbecue sauce.
You know where he going right after this.
So the one that I always choose, the one that's like special in my heart, is Jack in the Box because when I grew up in Cape, and we don't have a Jack in the Box. Like you go anywhere south, the last one is in Herculaneum, and then there's not another one for like 200 something miles until you get to Memphis. So Jack in the Box, when we would come up and come to the city, Jack in the Box was like a special treat.
He said I was fucking that up.
Yeah, the tacos and the curly fries. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
High school munchies, late night munchie shit. Yeah, I was fucking those tacos up. Like going to the drive-thru, like, hey, can I get 10 tacos? No, you cannot get 10 tacos, sir. I'm like, can I at least get 7? We can give you 7. I'm like, man, I can get 10.
And that's all we eat, which is crazy. Like all the stuff.
It is funny that like Jack in the Box employees will tell you no.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can I get this? No.
No.
Well, why not? Just get something else. Yeah, that's too much. No,
Like,
we don't want to cook all that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Like, damn.
I ain't gonna lie, Jack in the Box is the worst. Like if you're trying to go late night though, like Taco Bell and Jack in the Box are the worst. They never open. They always get in the middle of a shift change or something going on.
Or they tell you like,
Our
hey, we're
system
all
is
out
down.
of this. And
Yeah.
like I can't tell you the number of times I've been to Taco Bell and they're like, hey, all we have is ground beef. And you're like, what? They're like, that's all we have. It's ground beef. And you're like,
Like,
okay, well then
so-
no.
how do you run out of like protein?
Well, it's just like, does that mean like no taco shells? No like case like are you just gonna put ground beef in a wrapper and try to hand it to me?
Like,
Because
here you go. Here, go make it at home.
They just disassemble
toppings and the meat. They can get toppings and the meat and the sauce. Here you go. Make it at home.
the rest of it you got to do yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're closed. Best football movie.
This is a good. I'm gonna let you go first because I got,
And by the way, you don't have to pick something on the screen. You can use whatever movie you want. Sometimes those photos just help people think of like, oh, I've never seen that movie, but it reminds me of.
Any given Sunday, Friday Night Lights.
I like
Remember
all
the
of these.
Titans?
I got 2 though. I like that. I like a lot. I like the first one. I like The Longest Yard.
Okay.
That was funny.
I like the one with Adam Sandler, and then I like the Gridiron Gang a lot. Like the Gridiron Gang with The Rock and Exhibit, and they was messing with the.
I was so nervous you were gonna say Radio.
Oh Lord.
I hate that movie so much.
I think I saw that once. It was so long ago. This like Remember the Titans. I saw it so long ago. Like I remember like the soundtrack,
Titans was
and like the crucial parts. But
That's the one I bring up because there's a
those.
question. I have like 200 slides, and one question is best movie soundtrack, and Remember the Titans is up there.
yeah, I remember that soundtrack.
Man, but Any Given Sunday was. My name is Willie. What? Beaming. That was. Man.
Any Given Sunday, that was where Jamie Foxx got knocked out on set.
Yeah, him and LL don't. I think they still don't like each other.
Still don't. Hey, they still might go at it.
You're right. But
That movie came out in 98.
Jesus Christ.
Jamie do a lot of impersonations. He don't do LL though.
He said,
Jamie don't do LL,
Stay away
boy.
from
He
that
just
one.
stay away from him.
No, I ain't. I can have that one.
That would be so funny if somebody's like, do LL.
But The Replacements was good though. The Replacement was a good movie.
The Replacement's one of those movies where every time it's on, I watch it.
Yep, exactly.
It's just a go. I don't know. It's funny.
Ooh.
It's good. Like
It's one of those like cult classics,
Yeah.
low key that people really don't. I guess give the recognition for.
yeah.
But The Replacement is a good movie to me. But out of these 4, I would probably say, man, Friday Night Lights with who was it? Boobie Myers.
Boobie Miles. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh man.
You finna make me go watch a movie.
That just made you want to just like shed a tear. It was like, oh man, but
Yeah. What happened? Didn't he blow his knee out or something like that?
yeah, like it was his ACL, I think. Yeah, and it was pretty much like it was over with.
Oh, we watched that. They put it on. They put it on one time. We had I played football in high school. We had like a pregame meal or something like that, and they were like, "Hey, we'll just put on a movie." and they put on Friday Night Lights, thinking it would like get us all motivated. By the end of it, we were all like just crying, Booby, man, he's a truck driver now. Like, is that what happens after? So you're saying if we don't win, this is our future?
Oh my goodness!
Man, like that was a good movie though. Like in order, I would probably say Friday Night Lights first, the Titans, the Titans second, and Any Given Sunday third, and
yeah,
replacements last. But yeah, man.
Honorable mention, throw Waterboy in there. Just throw you can do. Hey, throw my boy in there, man.
He said throw Waterboy in there.
I just the other day was like, I think my kids are old enough to watch this, and I went through and I was then all these things like they just kept popping up in my head. And I'm like, maybe in a few years.
When I was younger, I did not understand that movie at all. Like that was one of those. Like I did not get what was happening. It was kind of thrown off. I didn't get that he was. It was a lot going on with that movie.
The only part I remember as a kid, because I remember my mom yelling at me because I kept saying it too much. Because I would just be like, Vicky Valancourt showed me her boobies, and I like them too, like that. And she'd be like, Eric, stop it. We're in JCPenney. Stop saying that.
Or water sucks.
It really sucks.
Hey, definitely some quotes.
Adam Sandler is definitely goated.
Alligators are angry because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. Like I used to say that all the time. Best seats at a baseball game. Do you want to sit like up close behind home plate, or you want to sit like up high? Are you wanting to get like right in the middle? Where?
One time as a kid, my grandparents had like almost, it was like pretty much like in between like center, like home plate and third, and the sun was beaming and beating the shit out of me, and I hated it.
that is the key. That's people don't understand that, especially at Busch Stadium.
Yeah,
you think like, oh, I want to sit up close. I want to be.
Yeah.
No, you're going to be in the sun the entire time. You want to be in like the middle or even the upper decks, because if you're in the very top, there's a breeze, there's shade. Yeah. You can still see the game just fine.
Yep.
I love going as high up as you can go. There was a game where like me and a couple comedians went, and we loved it because it was a packed game, but no one was around us.
Oh yeah. So
and you could just do what you wanted.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely say pretty much what you said. That. And if you ever had one of those box things.
The suites or whatever.
Oh, man, those are fucking lovely to be in.
They're not. If you split them with enough people, they're not that, like, unreasonable.
And they give you free alcohol. You know, not free, but they give you alcohol to a certain time, to like the 7th inning. So you get to just unlimited.
They just keep it going until the game ends, and there's food in there. And
I remember because we were fucking up those nachos. We were fucking them nachos up. Yeah.
I think so. I would either, if I can't sit, if I'm going all the way to the top, unless I'm getting a suite.
I like the top.
If I can get a suite.
If I get a suite.
I mean.
We're going sweet. Hold on. We're going sweet.
Yeah. We're going to do one of those. Best music video.
It's a lot of those. I like a lot of underrated people that people probably don't like. But man, it's a lot of those. Best music video.
That's a good one. I've literally never thought of that.
Tory Lanez has a lot of good music videos. Like people don't know about. Tory Lanez has a lot of good music videos. Who else? This is a shocker. But I'm not demonic. Marilyn Manson has a lot of cool, like little, like, what is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
Like sit back and like, what is going on here? Mm-hmm. Like a lot of eye catchers. Like to me, that like those are like good videos. Like a lot of like.
I like it when it tells a story, kind of.
It draws you in a sense. Like what is going on here? So to me, like that's a good video. Like a storyline or something that just draws you in, or good scenery. Yeah, but man.
I don't know. I think that's why Thriller is one of the most watched videos of all time.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a story, and not just that, but there's all kinds of dances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like
it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And it's good music.
Great music.
Oh yeah. Yes, King of Pop.
I've said this before, but there are parts of Survivor by Destiny's Child that I could probably draw from memory. If you go to YouTube, whatever views they have, cut it in half, and they probably came from me.
That came from me.
Yeah.
They were like, replay.
Camouflage bikinis under a waterfall and stuff. And I was like, okay.
Hey, that was my stuff too, though. Like, back in the day, everybody was a fan of Destiny Child back then. Everybody.
Yeah.
Well, JB said tonight, he said that his favorite concert of all time was he went to a Jay-Z concert, and then his wife made him go to a Beyonce concert, and he's like, I don't want to go to this. And then he watched it. He's like, this is fantastic. He's like, I'm a fan for life. I don't blame you.
That's how it start.
I went to a Chris Brown concert and it drew me in. I was like, I got to go back again. Because Chris Brown is he's a great performer, overall performer, just music-wise, talent-wise, just performing. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely, I'll throw him up there. But music video, he got some cool music videos, too. Oh, yeah.
It'd be hard for me to choose the best, man. I'm just...
It is more difficult than you think.
It's too hard. It's too much because it's like genres and... So I'm gonna just say right now, Michael got the title. Somebody got to take it from him.
Michael got it.
He has a lot of great videos. So
him, look, Chris Brown got a lot of good videos. He got a lot of good videos. You should go back and watch them.
There's too many. It's just too many. Because every time you think of one, you're gonna immediately be like, yeah. Let's get. Wait, hold on. We already did that. Best way to show you trust somebody.
Best way to show you, giving them a key to your house.
Let them drive your car.
That's
Let
mine.
them drive your car.
That's
Lord.
mine. That's the one I always go with.
If you let somebody drive your car, literally like it's the utmost trust because like you showing them like everything.
Yeah. I was about to say if you drive my car, you're probably also an emergency contact at the hospital. Yeah, they might call you if I get in a wreck.
All right.
But that, I don't know. That's just me. But giving them a key to your house, that's pretty telling.
It's like if I'm going out of town and because I have a dog, so it's like, if I give you a key, best believe I trust you with a certain extent of my life. In a sense, like, man, but but
I think it's definitely, man, giving somebody the key to your house is definitely that because it just that's your like sacred space.
Like,
so that might be even more.
That's my fortress of solitude.
Exactly. Like,
not everybody gets to come here.
No.
Man, if I tell somebody to order my plate of wings or my Subway sandwich and they know my order, you know what I'm saying? I really trust you, to get my order
that's
right.
a good one.
So I'm like,
your sandwich order is big.
Subway sandwich, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have that right. You gotta be good at listening, man. I gotta, man.
Yeah, because you don't strike me as just a ham and cheese person. Like
I need some shit. You gotta cut mine in fours.
You gotta
I need some shit. Put some caviar on the side.
Some caviar, no. You can keep that. Hell no.
Caviar, yeah.
I don't want no.
Can I get salami, pepperoni, caviar, pepper jack?
Like, but what the
damn?
hell?
He must have worked at Subway. He kind of saying my order.
No, I just went there a lot.
Man,
when I lived in Japan, that was one of the few restaurants that I had that American restaurants, and we would go there probably more than we should have.
Yeah,
but I don't know. So I got pretty familiar with their menu.
Japan is on my list of travel.
Definitely on my bucket list.
Yeah,
it's
and a cruise. So he up. He up on the score.
I'm definitely
Well, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical about it, but
can you swim?
Yeah, I'm a good swimmer, but I just
it's the ocean though. It's
ocean and we're going to Alaska, so I'm like, is it going to be cold?
Oh my goodness.
But I don't know. The last few days have been so hot. I might be ready for some cold.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty cold out.
Hold on.
Ooh.
I would do that. Yeah. Best on-screen death. And you can interpret that how you want it. Was it something you wanted to see? Was it something that broke your heart? Was it funny? Like,
man,
there's so many.
Man.
Best on-screen death. You want to go first?
Man, it's like it depends on what you call best, because the Game of Thrones of the kid dying was. I waited for him to die. I wanted him to die. So
I think everybody wanted him to die.
Yeah. But G Baby, it was like, oh my god.
Yeah. That's why G Baby's on there.
G Baby was one of those. Like we didn't even know that was Keanu Reeves until we got older.
The Sopranos hit. It was like, for me, whenever it's like a person that died in real life and they die in like a show or a movie or something, it hits different for me. So it's like, oh damn. So the Sopranos, that scene at the end of the season where it was like his whole family were just sitting in the what was it? It was like they were sitting in a restaurant or something like a pizzeria or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. And like Tony just kept looking at the door, and like the camera just kept panning to the door, and it kept just ding. So somebody come in and it panned to him. And like, you kind of just knew
he wasn't there no more.
No, it was coming like somebody
was on his way.
Yeah, like somebody was on his way to just bow.
Oh,
because like if you never seen The Sopranos, like Tony was that guy. He was that guy, but it was like you knew it was just a matter of time before shit caught up, and it was just like, damn.
One I just thought of because you brought up The Sopranos was, do you remember did you ever watch The Wire?
No, I need to watch it, but
when Wallace dies.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like 12-year-old Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. But, I mean.
Damn.
Okay.
And I'm watching The Wire. I'm rewatching it right now, which is crazy. I'm rewatching it.
I need to watch it. People tell me to.
You ain't never watched it. You got to.
And then there's another one, but I'm not going to ruin it because you got to watch it. And it was when that person died, it was so abrupt. Like, you didn't see it coming at all. And then you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Is he really dead? And it's like, yeah.
Damn.
They just move on.
Yeah. It's a lot of.
I like deaths like that.
Yeah.
I don't like one thing that annoys me is that like in all war movies, there's always that scene where they're like, they're like dying slowly and tell my wife I love her. That's not. It's just like just die.
Out death.
Yeah, just die.
Yeah.
Like
You say either you're gonna get with it or you're gonna get lost.
Yeah, just die. Yeah,
just die already.
Because that's how. I mean, to be real, like that's just how it happens. Like sometimes people are alive and then they're just not, and you're like, oh, there's not more. And it's like, no, that's it. Lights are off. You know, and I just also. Because like when people are acting, they do like the same scene multiple times to get the best take.
Yeah.
So every time I see someone dying on screen, I think that like for 8 hours that day, they laid there and went,
how many times
and then they got up and said, "That's it."
Yeah.
That's it.
Cut.
That's it.
Hey, John, could you try it maybe a little bit more drool this time. Try it again. And he's like, no, cut, less tongue. Okay. All right, I think I know what you want this time. And it is all day long.
What kind of movie they making?
Like at this point, is this a horror film? What the fuck is going on?
That's a good one. Best PE or recess game.
Man, I'll probably go with kickball.
Nah, it was definitely between dodgeball and that game with the scooters where you like kind of ride around. And,
those little ones right there. Yeah,
you got that.
That always pinch your fingers.
Oh my goodness, that shit used to be like freedom for a few hours.
It's like but I ain't really do much on them though. But kickball and dodgeball, oh yeah, I was turning that up.
Dodgeball, Red Rover was underrated.
I remember that. We ain't played enough though. You got to get enough people to play.
You got to have a bigger class to do that. But Dodgeball was definitely king.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I'm wildin'. Tetherball used to be the shit. Back when we used to play tetherball, yeah.
Damn,
Until they took all the, used to take them down and be like, nah, y'all can't play.
Because we was in the courtyard playing Beyblades and shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
I never got to do. I never did that.
Yeah, that was probably
You gotta bring your own toys. Like,
Yeah.
so one of us bring a ring.
Yeah.
One of us bring a. Hey, I remember them days, man.
Yeah.
That was the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
We brought
days.
we had Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I remember that, and
Yeah, we
my
were
school
Yu-Gi-Oh.
banned them because
so-
it was
yeah.
like kids were getting in fights over Pokemon
They did the
cards.
same thing with
same
us,
thing
like,
with the damn Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
They did
Yep.
that shit nationwide.
Yeah. They said, stop bringing that shit.
You're getting bullied. Give me your blue eyes white dragon. And like,
Like,
oh,
damn.
oh man, no, not the blue
look,
eyes.
Man, this a kid show took my shit, never gave it back. I was like, man, fuck you.
That's the worst.
Like, dude, like I trusted you, you fucking bum.
That's funny calling another kid a bum.
Man, like, dude,
You
what
bum.
Like what the hell, man? Asshole.
I don't know. I Foursquare wasn't huge at my school, but when we got to play, but I think kickball was underrated,
I like kickball. Yeah,
Kickball was the
I like
shit.
kickball.
especially
Kickball
if you
shit.
could kick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like boot the shit out there.
Because I was never fast, but I could kick.
Yeah,
And
I feel you there. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. What's the best way to tell if somebody's a bad person?
Just keep them around you long enough.
Like, honestly, I overheard you say pretty much just let them just talk. Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much just let a person talk, and they'll open up enough, and you'll kind of see what kind of person they are.
Yeah. Shout out to Tommy Dangerfield. He was the one who said it.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the best answer I've ever heard. It's like, just let them talk, because that's true. That's that.
Because
I won't get specific, but tonight when we were sitting around that bench,
Yeah.
and that one lady was like, "Well, not to bring race into anything," and we were just like, "Well, then don't." Just
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then we were all.
I didn't hear that. part.
It got so tense after she said that because I was
I
like,
didn't hear that part. Wow.
"Yeah."
Jesus, oh Lord. Awkward person. Oh,
Black
yeah.
Charles looked at me. And he's like, "Then don't. Then you don't need to.
Yeah.
Let's just see where let's imagine we don't say this.
Like, let's not see where this goes.
Yeah. We're all having fun. Can you imagine if we just kept having fun?
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get mad when somebody doesn't put their shopping cart away too.
It's
That's
like,
annoying to me.
That,
It's like,
and
come on,
like,
just
I have common courtesy, so whenever someone just doesn't have common courtesy, it's always like okay, so you don't have manners in a sense. Yeah.
You know what got me today is I had someone try, like, we were getting on the elevator and they were in front of me and there was two people behind me and they got on the elevator and stood dead center in the doorway. Just barely in, and they were on their phone.
Main character energy.
Yeah, and I was like, "Excuse me," and they turned and they go, "Oh," and he just like took like a tiny sidestep, so we all had to like turn sideways and squeeze past him. And it's like, "No, you're first. Go to the back."
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
What?
Like
What are we doing?
Like make space for everyone. Like
Move out of the way.
Asshole.
Main character energy is the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. I see that a lot.
Yeah. As the time goes on, you start realizing people's character. Like, okay, you think the world revolves around you.
Well,
You're
I
an
think it's a maturity thing. Like, there's
Yeah,
one day where
yeah.
you wake up and you go, "Oh,
Yeah.
there's
you're
other
right,
people
yeah.
here too." Okay, yeah, I guess I should watch how I act. But every time I see someone blackout drunk and just going crazy, I'm like, "Oh, you haven't figured it out yet."
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I can't be that person.
no, like, that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
All right, best type of raps. I had to throw this in here. I'm gonna defer to you.
Best type of rap. Well, I like Duchess and I like Tyson raps. I think
Okay.
they're my shits.
Those raw cones were.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
I pretty much keep it simple. I just keep raw cones, raw papers, yeah, and pretty much like you said, some Dutches, yeah. But in high school, oh yeah, I was smoking out of whatever the hell we can get our hands on.
I like slap woods too. I ain't really a
Okay.
backwoods guy, but I do like a slap wood every night on occasion.
Yeah, somebody else rolls it, yeah.
Just treat yourself a little bit.
Me
Backwood-
personally,
They're just so expensive.
Exactly.
that and you gotta roll so much. But I seen someone actually like roll a normal size like blunt out of a fucking out of a backwood, yeah. And it was just like, damn, I never knew. 'Cause I always seen people like roll like a 3.5 in it. Then there's a whole goddamn 7 grams of weed in the damn
Yeah,
backwood.
you can cut it how you want. You can do
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
want to it. So
I saw someone one time, they were rolling a backwood and they just kept licking it and licking it and licking so much. And that, like, by the time it was done, I said, that's not a backwood, that's a driftwood. Because it was like soggy and like.
Hell, see, yeah, no.
nah, they didn't know what they was doing.
Blunt tastes like breath and shit. Like, I don't want this no more.
I don't
Yeah.
like those King Palms. You ever use them?
That's the green ones down there.
Yeah,
I've had them before.
they're super expensive and
They burn like what the
Uneven.
fuck? Yeah.
you get it canoes or whatever. Yeah,
And they'll go out. And you have to keep relighting them motherfuckers and shit. But
I'm
yeah,
not really a Swisher guy. I don't really like Swishers and White Owls.
Oh,
yeah, no.
I'll do a zigzag if it's the last resort.
You said last resort.
How many
Life
people?
101.
How many people out there do you think buy a Swisher just for the tobacco? What percentage of their profits come from
You're right.
people who are like, no, I just really like the way this tastes. I like this.
Who the fuck should
Man,
I
it's
be
like
Who
three
sit
niggas
there?
in
Who's-
West Newberry or
who sit
somewhere.
there?
doing
He
that
said West
shit.
Newberry.
That's
Sit there
it.
and
Ain't
open
nobody
just
else.
open
Ain't nobody
fresh-
in the D doing
fresh
that
pack
shit.
of Swishers and just
Ain't nobody in Memphis doing that shit.
like what the. You just take a cigar. Well, technically it is a cigar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could go for a peach Swisher right now. That would
But
be
I
great.
don't know though, cause it's crazy motherfuckers that be mixing that shit, tobacco with the weed, and so yeah, I don't know. Like,
I just think I don't know. I would bet 98% of all the tobacco bought just gets dumped out.
Oh yeah,
Or
98% for sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
They have to know that.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have to know that.
Oh yeah, 98% for sure.
It's
hey,
gotta be crazy to see.
conspiracy. Hey, something.
He said,
They
he
gotta
said-
know.
he said the world may never know.
Best Gatorade flavor.
Gatorade.
Gotta be the blue. What is that?
Blue.
Blue cherry. Blue. What is that?
Gatorade.
Yeah, there is a
Because it's
blue.
multiple blues. Not the blue glacier. Not that one. It's like the.
So you're not a Glacier Freeze. You're into blue.
I think. Yeah,
I think there
that
is a
one
blue
right up
cherry.
there at the very top.
Yeah.
No, or the cool blue is what it's called. Cool
Yeah.
blue. I see it. Bottom left.
It's crazy because I haven't had a Gatorade in so long. I've been drinking the body warmers.
I like body armors.
Yeah,
I've never had one.
They fire.
body warmers. Yeah, I only drink them because I'm a Kobe fan. A Kobe fan. So he was pretty
Oh, is that the purple and gold one?
much like he was pretty much just
That's one of the flavors. Yeah.
yeah, just one of
Yeah.
the flavors. Yeah, but like he was pretty much like pushing the whole brand. Like before he retired and passed away, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd rather have body armor than Gatorade." I was like, "Oh wow, like
They
Wonder
fire
why.
too. They fire.
yeah, like definitely like." Especially if they're cold. Oh my God.
I need to
Those body
need to
armors.
figure that out, I guess.
Body armors are good.
Oh yeah, best
slogan.
product slogan. I mean,
That's a good one.
McDonald's, I'm loving it. Lasted
For eons.
pretty much most of my life. That's been their slogan.
Yeah.
That's got to be top
Pretty much.
5.
That and Nike Just Do It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, when I was a kid, I used to love that Campbell's chicken noodle possibility. I used to love that shit. boy.
Possibility. Yeah, but
Oh, that
but they
shit.
changed it up like so many
Did they,
times
though?
though. Like so yeah. But like the ones that stuck to they pretty much they stuck to the code.
Which one was good? Was that? Did Campbell's go to good after possibilities?
I think so.
Was
Wait,
it?
hold up. What's that?
Look.
Yeah.
Because you're right. It was the same thing. Because they said, good possibility. It's the same thing. Yeah, I think Nike's goated. You know, that's like Nike and McDonald's is gonna be goated. Like,
yeah, and then Burger King with the what is it?
You can have it your way or whatever.
Yeah, like Burger King, have it your way.
Burger King definitely in there.
My favorite one, I think it deserves more credit than it gets. Pine Sol. That lady that was like, "That's the power of Pine Sol."
Oh yeah.
That stuck with me so long. Now I love saying that. Anytime my kids are like, "Oh, what's that smell?" I'll just be like, "That's the power of Pine Sol, baby."
Man, it's the power of Pine Sol, baby.
Yeah. Say it next time somebody's like, "What is that?" Be like, "That's the power of Pine Sol, baby."
I'm dead.
Yeah. I forgot about them commercials. Yeah, she was everywhere for real.
Mm-hmm.
Man, memory lane.
I wonder if she's still around.
Man, I was just thinking. I wonder what she's still around.
I hope she's still around.
Uzi and a fat. That's another one. I like that one.
Popeyes.
I like that Popeyes.
Yeah.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
They got a lot of them.
Yeah, Popeyes.
There's too many good ones. Like the more you think about it, it's something you don't think about that often, and then all of a sudden, when you start thinking about them, you're like,
it's a lot.
"Oh, damn, that is a good one. Oh, that is a good one." You know, like, let me go. Oh yeah, this one I wanted to get to. Best conspiracy theory.
Damn.
This is the one. This question I love probably more than any other question I ask, because you never know what road somebody's about to go down. Because we all have one. It used to be, when I was a kid, there was like, you knew like one weird person who believed in conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Now everybody believes in at least 4.
So many
or 5.
So many of
I'm
them
trying to think right now, like
proven in it. How many are theories at this point? There's so much that's going on in the world. Like, hey.
People say the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is like 6 months.
Yeah.
I like that. Man, I'm gonna start with what is it? Operation Paperclip, where they went over to Antarctica, and they the Colonel Burr, he flew the plane and he saw some lands in Antarctica that was green, and they had like animals and they had a lot of shit down there, people living in Antarctica, and he came back and a lot of that stuff was confiscated, and it was a lot of stuff with that. I think that's
and then the hollow earth thing where like, it's like a
that's something to do with that too.
And I think they said
Black Sun, all that.
I think they came out and said like a while ago that they actually seen like animals living like in some like crater inside the earth type shit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh Jesus, because aliens aliens fucking exist at this point. Like, to me, that isn't a conspiracy. Like, it's a
I don't see how it can't. I mean, at this, I'm just all right.
Like at this point, surprise me.
Yeah,
right now,
I would. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I wouldn't be. If we walked out of here after this and there was an alien sitting in the back of your car, I'd be like, I knew it. I knew it.
Please don't probe my ass.
Please. You're not that kind, are you?
Like shit.
I would say definitely the moon landing is another one.
Oh yeah.
That shit is just
my theory with the moon landing is like, I think at the time, I think that it was like such a hype thing that they realized, like, I guess once it was time, it was like, okay, we really can't do this, but we can stage it like we can, like we did do it. And further along down the line, we actually finally did do it. But I think the rush, because I think at the time that they were saying that like we were like trying to like beat Russia and the rest of the countries like up there first. And I think like we were so busy trying to be the first ones to do it, but it's like you're sending a human being into outer space. It's not as simple as you think it would be.
My thing is this: who holding the camera? Who put the fuck? And then the nigga you left behind, you gonna leave a dude behind, and you gonna take off. And then it's a rover on there. Who put the wheels on the rover and put them on the ground? Like, you supposed to be the first one on the moon. Like, it was a lot of people up there doing some scenery shit before you got there, man.
Yeah,
so I don't really know. Like, I already don't really believe what y'all got to say, man.
That's so funny. I've never thought about that before, but just somebody out there with it.
Just left my guy.
All right, go.
All right, and cut.
Hold on. I had the cap on. All right. Go back up the ladder.
Come back.
Yeah, come back. We're gonna do this again.
We'll come back in 7 years, buddy.
Oh man. Okay, like they just did with them last folks.
Ooh, I got another one. I gotta add this in there. Flat Earth. I like that one. Everybody be going at it with round globe Earth and flat Earth. I kind of just like the,
I don't necessarily think.
So read the comments.
Yeah,
I just like it.
I think the Earth is a sphere. It's round. Yeah.
He thinks though. He don't know.
Man.
Yeah, that's how the conspiracy start.
Man, when them people went to Mount Everest and went to the highest peak and stood there with that GoPro thing and put it up in the air. Man, bro, look.
With the fishbowl lens.
He said with the fishbowl lens. He said,
I mean, I can do that.
He said,
Eric can do that right now and make me fishbowl, and I look like I'm round head.
I'm weak.
That's funny. No, I like that one too. I do like reading the comments on the flat.
It's just fun. Like they go at it.
Yeah. I love reading the comments on any crazy conspiracy theory because you're just gonna see the wildest
rabbit hole of shit.
Yeah. I'm starting to believe the older I get, the more I think that, like, if we need a driver's license, then we need an internet license.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, if you're gonna make
if
you gotta leave comments, you gotta pass a test first.
Something.
Let's test your IQ for a second.
Just a little bit, man.
Well, also, I just stopped believing in everything the other day because I saw an AI video that I didn't know was AI. Until I read the comments, and they're like, you can tell this is AI, and I went back and watched, and I was like,
damn,
they got me. All right, well, everything's fake now. Everything is fake. If I can't touch it, it's fake now.
Yeah.
Yep. We've reached that point. Because you remember when AI first came out, and you're like, there's a video of, like, The Rock eating rocks.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was so weird and crazy. You're like, that's
But now
strange.
they got some
And now you watch it, and
crazy.
you're like, is this real?
And it's weird because now, like, okay, like all the old conspiracy theories that we used to believe in, or whatever, like Bigfoot and the Chupacabra and just all these shits, and like now, like we see a video, we don't know if it's real. Now, now we got better footage.
Like,
it's AI.
Can be so fabricated.
So we really never gonna really believe or know at this point. So like, I don't know.
Man, shit can be so fabricated nowadays. You don't even know what the hell is real or what's not.
I wouldn't even be excited if they had Bigfoot footage now. Because I'd be like, that's
it's
fake.
too late.
Yeah,
exactly.
You gotta. I have to meet the Bigfoot. I have to shake his hand, ask him questions.
See if you got kids.
Where you from?
Yeah.
Where you been at?
What high school did you go to?
Yo, me. That's the first thing you ask me from St. Louis.
Yeah.
You gonna say Beaumont or some shit.
You know, when I was
Beaumont, Lord Jesus.
When I was in Japan, I met somebody was asking me like, "Hey, where are you from?" And I always just said St. Louis because nobody's heard of my hometown.
Yeah.
And it's the closest city, so you just I'm from St. Louis. And I shit you not, they go, "What high school did you go to?"
And
I was like, "What?"
First thing they asked.
What?
St. Louis High School. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I was in Japan, and I was like, I've never thought that would follow me all the way here.
Damn.
And then I have to explain. I'm like, well, I'm from Cape Girardeau.
Like, shit. All right, man, look. Damn.
And they were like, well, what high school did you go to in Cape Girardeau? I'm like, the high school?
Like exactly.
The one?
Like they gonna know.
The one.
Yeah,
the one
it's a
only.
town of 20,000 people. There's one high school. That's it. You get to go to here, or that's it.
Maybe 2 barbershops,
He said
one movie theater.
Yeah.
And you better get your ticket early.
Yeah, one Walmart, one movie theater, one JCPenney. And
one JCPenney. Look,
I like Cape Girardeau.
There was a lot of other people down there that were like, oh yeah, I'm probably fucking my second aunt. No, I'm playing.
I'll do a couple more of these and we'll get out of here. What's the best way to spend a summer day?
Shit.
I don't know. Personally, I got to go with the float trip. Have you ever done a float trip?
I've done 2, and I loved both of them. Every minute.
They're so much
amazing.
fun.
They're amazing.
Just an inner tube.
On the way there,
Couple
it's
drinks.
like, do I really want to do this? But then once you get there and you start, it's fun. You have a great time. You like, man, this is life. Like, I'm really out here. Like,
Yeah, I
Just-
haven't
I
had
don't
that
know.
experience
being
yet.
in the city so much,
You
know,
gotta do it.
kind of forget
Okay.
You just float. You just for 8 hours
and
you
drink
just, and drink
and smoke.
and listen to music. And when you're hungry, you pull a sandwich out of the cooler or something.
Mhm.
Just keep on going. Just
Yeah, I need to do that. That sounds fun.
it's one of the most relaxing, best times I think I've had in a very long time. You meet up with because everybody pools their inner tubes together.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And then every now and then you break off and you end up with like a new group of people. And
So
Yeah.
everybody
You know?
you just end
True.
up getting cool with a lot of people down there.
if the vibe's not right, you just put your feet down, slow you down a little bit, let them keep going, and meet up with another.
Oh,
And then after a
wow.
while, your group gonna go off to the side, and you just catch back up with them, and then y'all
Yeah.
just do it again.
Ah,
It's like
damn.
7 miles, 5 miles, depending on how long you go.
Damn.
I went to like Alden Springs or something like that. It was amazing though.
Damn.
Yeah. They have different ones that you can do like a 10-hour trip or a 5-hour trip, and they just drive you up the road, and then they're like, all right, get in here, and they know that it takes 5 hours to float from this spot back to the beginning, even though it's like a 10-minute ride.
Shit.
Yeah, it's you don't have to bring your own inner tube. You don't have to do anything. You just bring a cooler with drinks and.
I never heard. Damn. Yeah, I never heard about doing shit like
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah, it's fun.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
You gotta get you some white friends, man.
Okay.
We'll go. We'll go sometime.
Yeah,
You let me know. I'll
Thank
take
you.
you.
Thank
I'll
you.
go with anybody. I love it.
Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, man, that sounds good.
Which endangered animal do you think would taste the best?
He
What the hell
he
is
say
that,
white
man?
panda. No, I'm just playing.
What's in danger right now?
There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot. Tigers, walrus, some penguins, I guess, pandas.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What's
Saber-tooth tiger, tough ass meat probably.
yeah,
I
that,
don't
yeah,
know.
that shit probably got all
I
type
just
of
feel like it's gonna
parasites
be
in it.
tough. He said parasites in it.
Parasites in that shit, but hell no.
I would choose a tiger just because I would want to. Once it was done, I would want to make like a coat out of the fur.
Like, yeah, I ate this
That'd be tough.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
That'd be tough.
You see that tiger fur over there? Yeah, well, yeah, I ate it.
yeah. The hood is just the face. And you
I'm
pull
thinking
it up.
honestly, the only animal that I would try on those, I would try like maybe a tortoise and maybe like
Yeah.
a panda or something.
Panda.
I feel like pandas they eat
Bruh,
healthy, man. They eat
no,
very
bruh.
healthy
They
their whole
say
life.
bears have a lot of parasites in their meat.
I have heard that. I've never heard it about
Yeah.
pandas, but bears in general.
Yeah.
So I think you have to. I mean, it all just depends on how you cook it. Because like, I would rotisserie penguin.
No, yeah.
I'd eat it.
Right?
Look, it's
Yeah.
chicken.
It's chicken.
It might as well be.
That's the closest thing to chicken on there, huh?
Yeah, sure is. Get some hot sauce.
The walrus would be hard.
Yeah, no.
The walrus would be.
You just know it's blubbery.
Yeah, it's all
no,
fat.
Yeah, more fat than meat. I'm good.
Yeah, you really have to do that. I couldn't do butterflies
Yeah, no, fuck no.
because I feel like that would be like,
Eating it's pretty much
Fucking crackers.
well, it'd be
I'm
like
still
Cheetos.
hungry.
You know what I mean?
hungry, man.
Cheetos,
You know how like you just sit there and like just like you just keep eating it. You're not even paying attention,
Yeah.
and then you ruin a ecosystem and a commercial break. You just,
I done sat here and ate like
oh man, did I eat all the butterflies?
you sit here and ate 155. Like, oh wow.
Oh, dang! I guess I did. All right.
Eat a reason they're endangered. Hey,
Yeah.
you see.
You're binge watching Netflix, just crushing butterflies.
Man.
I don't know. I think if you season them right, they'd probably be
Hey,
pretty
look, get some hot sauce.
good. I got a new batch. Get the hot sauce. I got the butterflies. Come on.
The butterfly.
Got a new batch in tonight.
Okay.
Come on, Stranger Things is on. We got what?
Okay.
Okay, best road trip snacks. If you're taking snacks on a road trip or you're stopping to get some, are you going like healthy dried fruits?
I ain't gonna fake it with
cheese? Or are you going?
I'm going
let's go
straight
chips.
down and dirty. I'm getting the chips. I'm getting some shit I normally don't eat. Like I normally don't eat like gummy candy and cakes, but I'm getting some stuff that's gonna keep me up. Like anything.
I'm gonna pack some turkey
sweet.
sandwiches with some mayo and some lettuce and a little bit of tomato. Pack like about 4 or 5 of them, then go buy a bag of chips. I'm good.
That's a game. That's
look.
Game set match right there. Yeah. What kind of chips are you going for?
Chip. I like barbecue chips. Like barbecue Lays would probably be my go-to if I don't have anything else. Barbecue Lays.
Do you remember this when we were kids? Lay's had the Casey Masterpiece barbecue.
Yeah.
And they stopped doing it, but they were the best chips of all time.
Definitely. I remember that. I remember them having it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I was never really a real barbecue chip fan when I was a kid.
I used to, man. I fuck barbecue.
I used to like sour cream and onion for some reason.
I like sour. I didn't understand how much I liked it until after I think I probably turned 30. Yeah. You remember those?
I actually do.
Yeah, I remember that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This a relic.
Hey, I remember that. Yeah. I was just gonna say they had
the white. Yeah, I loved those. And then they just disappeared one day, and you never
heard of them again.
I think chili cheese Fritos are probably my favorites, but
I'll eat those like every now and then. Yeah, I'll definitely eat those. Yeah,
chili cheese Fritos can't
go wrong with them.
No. But I like the honey barbecue twisted ones.
Oh,
you
know them good. Them the only Fritos I eat. Yeah. I ain't gonna touch it.
I don't like the original.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, all right, Frito, if you're listening, and we know you are,
Fritos.
If they have chili cheese Fritos and they have Frito scoops,
please.
Where are the chili cheese Frito scoops?
Yeah. Because that'll solve a lot of problems. Because whenever I make like a taco salad or something, and I want to add like some chips to it, I'll add some like some chili cheese Frito chips, or like some Doritos. But more than likely, I'll try and go get me some of those Fritos.
But the Frito scoops are perfect.
Yeah.
Except they could be they're not seasoned. Everybody like the original Fritos are trash.
It tastes bland as shit.
Yeah,
like it's worse than a regular bag of Lay's to me. Like I'd rather eat like a plain bag of Lay's than eat a fucking plain bag of Fritos.
Yeah,
like corn chips. Now that's a corn chip for your ass.
Yeah.
That's a corn chip. Hey, that's a corn chip. True definition.
My wife likes to take original Lay's and she likes to dip it in ketchup. Because it tastes just like really salty, crispy fries.
I've seen people take big ass bags of chips and make them into the mashed potatoes.
I've seen that before.
And I was like, as awful as it sounds and looks, I don't think it would be too bad. Because I'm like, it's technically like
hella soggy though, soggy ass.
Yeah, but it's like you would have to watch it. You have to really watch that shit because I've seen some folks on TikTok make that shit perfect. I'm like, they're like some good ass mashed potatoes right there. I mean, like some of them sour cream chips, bro.
Oh yeah,
bro. They did that perfect. I was like,
I was not thinking about sour cream.
They're gonna do the mashed potato Lay's challenge. He said
he gonna do the mashed potato Lay's challenge. Oh Jesus Lord,
it's just in.
Man, look, give me some Rotel. Give me some Rotel. I try it.
You serious?
We gotta go to Bree's baked potato party. That's what I want.
She
brought that up. I was like,
she said she had a baked potato party.
She said she did it for her 22nd birthday.
Yeah,
She invited all her friends over. She made 50 baked potatoes.
That was pretty damn neat.
And then she would just cut them open down the middle, and then had a topping bar where you could go through and make your own.
Like, come on, man.
We gotta go.
Baked potatoes, bro.
She said baked potatoes and board games.
Oh yeah, I'm
not.
not.
I was like, I'm that excited for a party in a long time.
That don't sound too
Hey, just
bad
let us
right
know
there.
about that one.
That don't sound, because look, man, fries and potatoes, baked potato. Oh man, I like potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so real quick, you want to plug your social media one more time? Anything you got coming up?
Shit, what we got?
And the podcast?
Oh yeah, pretty much just follow us on all platforms. At Pure Leaf Podcast. Yep, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of that good stuff. Oh yep, you'll see us there.
Yeah, follow me on YouTube, Trayvon TRA3VON. Check out Trap Phone, new music video out. Also follow me on Instagram, Codename Crew. That's KODENAMEKRU. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the best podcast. You know, we heard.
Appreciate the love, man.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming on, and appreciate you
long time
having me on yours and having me at
we gotta bring you back again, because that one will get off.
That
fucked
show,
up, man.
Yeah, we got rained out.
Yeah, that one was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was.
It just started flooding in out the back of the tent and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shut down shop.
But yeah, make sure you go follow Pure Leaf Podcast, because they also put on a super fun comedy show the other day. It was a secret location. They sent out the details like the day before or like the morning of, and it was packed. So make sure you get with them, follow them, so that way you can get
we got
in
more
on that
stuff
next
on
one.
The way.
Yeah,
Sure. We definitely got some more stuff on the way, man. We're
got
gonna
some
get
stuff
with
on the way.
Eric, and we're gonna make something happen.
Oh yeah. Definitely making some connections.
yeah. All right. So the last thing I ask everybody before they come on the pod, or before we wrap up, is what's the best way to fix this podcast? Any suggestions to make it better?
I would say, let me see.
The ways to fix.
I like the vibe.
Shit.
I like the questions. I like the free range of motion. Like, you kind of let us kind of go off our head and do what we want to do. I would say you're doing good. I would say just keep the questions. Just keep them going. Maybe add a timer on the questions or something. You know
Give somebody a time limit to.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
It ain't got to be super long. We'll just play around with them. You know what I'm saying? Play around with a few different jokes or something maybe in between. You know, just play with them. But I like it though. Everything's been great. It's definitely a great concept. Great setup.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, shit.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta take some pointers.
Yeah.
Shit.
We're always trying to. I mean, all you can do is just try and get better.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And,
I like that.
And
though.
you do it, and then you figure out, I don't like this, and you tweak it, and you try some more and try some more.
Oh yeah.
I mean, y'all know you have a podcast. And,
Trial and error. Oh yeah.
That's all it is.
Man,
and that's why, like I said, you're in the top 1% of podcasts in the world because you didn't quit. Right. And that's the majority of people out there just, and it's
you're
like
I don't have a million. I don't have a million views yet. Fuck life. Fuck this podcast.
Yeah, and then just sign off. And it's like, no, you might not have a million views, but you got.
Yeah, look, I got 100.
Get a couple hundred, get a couple thousand. It'll build. It'll
you gotta
get there.
go through something, man, to get to it, man. You gotta go through something to persevere. You can't persevere if you ain't been through anything. So, you know.
Yeah, man. Look, shit. Parent life out here, man.
All right. So, all right, that's it for this week. I appreciate everybody watching and listening. Make sure you go follow these guys. Follow Pure Leaf Podcast.
Yeah, man.
Follow Tray. Follow Landen. And
Number 1 podcast. Let's go, baby.
Follow the best podcast.
Yeah. And we'll see y'all next week.